All right, welcome back to Sellware. And we're going to cover common listing errors that may occur from time to time depending on the marketplace. In this instance, we're going to be talking about Amazon errors. And so you'll find errors pop up from time to time with listings for a variety of reasons. Amazon may change their catalog requirements. You may be listing to a new category that you're unfamiliar with, or you just may have values that are incorrect or missing that Amazon needs. So in this case, I was on the batch screen and my item failed to list. So when I clicked on the results button, here is what came back for the Amazon channel. It's saying a value is required for unit count and unit count type. Now this one was a little odd because that category was used successfully a few months back with no issues. And so definitely something was odd. So we'll dig down into how you find it and track that down. So that was the error message. So what we're going to do is drill into the batch details a little bit. Now, another way you can find these errors, depending on how big your batch jobs are, you may not, if you uploaded, a few hundred items for listings, you may not want to go through those line by line that way. So there's a filter in Sellware up in the upper right-hand corner. You could say, show me all of the items by marketplace. So in this case, we're looking at Amazon, and that would filter down to only the items that had an error message in the last couple of weeks. And then you can click on the item. So if you click on anywhere on that item at the summary screen, that'll take you down into a drill down, and the listing errors will be listed here. Now, oftentimes that's not enough to get you down into the weeds, particularly around Amazon. So we'll go back into the batch screen. So upper right-hand corner, we'll go into the batch screen, click on the Show More button, and that will take you into the details where you can hit this request file, because the error message that comes back often needs to be slightly different when we create that field. So it said unit space count in the error message, but in reality, I need this unit underscore count field to put into Sellware. And so what we're going to do, because I also am going to need the values for what is valid in those particular fields. Count's probably something like 1, 2, 3, 4, a numerical number, but count type could mean a lot of different things depending on the category. So I'm going to jump into the loader file or the browser tree guide, depending on which one has the information you're going to need. So in this case, I'm going to grab the loader file. So that'll be this column here for the category. Or you can even do this in Seller Central, just start typing and it'll give you the values that it's looking for, and then you can just use a logical best guess 90% of the time. So I drill down into here for the pet category. It tells me indeed unit count and unit count type are required now. It shows me that this is just a numerical list, 1 through 800, and then it tells me some of the values that I can submit. Now, interestingly enough, this will point out something with Amazon. Oftentimes you have to go a little bit deeper because it's saying FL, OZ, OZG, pounds, and CT. Well, if we go a little deeper into the valid values section for unit count, really what I'm allowed to stick in there is gram, meter, millimeter, square feet, and count. So likely if I put in CT, like it was saying here as an example, it would probably fail again. So there's my conventions. There's the valid values that I can pass into the field. And so now I go into my item, my channel, and here I would put in unit count type count, unit underscore count of 1. If you were selling a 2-pack, a 3-pack, a 4-pack, then you would just update that as well. So once you put those values in, you can hit the Save and Publish button, resubmit those out to the marketplaces, and in this case, that indeed did fix the item, and it was successfully listed to Amazon. So each marketplace is a little bit different. eBay has slightly different messages and required fields than Amazon. Amazon makes it a little more difficult to go in and find those valid values, where some of the other marketplaces are a bit more freeform in the text. But net, that will help you find the proper attribute field names, add those into your items, and submit those out to the batches. Now, if you were doing this a lot, or if every item you were selling was going to be a count and a 1 type, you could also put that in your listing templates window. You could put that in as a listing template and then use it that way so you wouldn't have to do it on an item by item basis. So that should help resolve most of those errors. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to drop an email to support@sellware.com and we'll get a ticket open for you to look into any other issues. Take care. Bye for now.